is a much awaited video. I am talking about Damiana. So on this channel, I talk about things spiritual, occult, and magical. And in this instance, herbs. So here it is. I got this from the San Francisco Herb Company, and yes, this is a gigantic bag because I like to buy my things in bulk. Damiana can be smoked or made into a tea. How I use it in a tea form. So I use one of these to infuse, so boiling hot water, and about half of this I would fill it up with my herb mixture. Mixture is what I said because I wasn't just using Damiana, because I have to be creative. So first it was just Damiana and hibiscus. And hibiscus was really just for flavor. And I was taking this every night and I found that I wasn't able to sleep. So then I had to do more research and I had to find a way to get my butt to sleep. So then I had to add passion flower. I also had to add, eventually, lavender. My passion flower and my Damiana came from San Francisco Herb Company, but you can get lavender in so many different places. And I like when you can get things from your local grocer. So if you happen to have a natural grocer near you, check out their herb section. They actually have a lot of nice herbs. Okay, well, why did you have to add all those herbs? Well, I'll tell you why. All that focus, I couldn't go to sleep, so I'd be up just wide awake. My body wanted to do something. My mind wanted to fulfill this idea, and it would not let me rest. I drink green tea in the morning, so it wasn't something I just felt like putting into my day. Now, it might be a fun experiment to actually add it to my loose leaf green tea that I drink every morning, but that is not what I did. I purposely wanted to use it for dream work. So then I had to do some research and figure out what can go with Damiana. So that's when I said, okay, let me put passion flower into this. And then I found that I was able to sleep longer now, and I wasn't waking up in the middle of the night, but I was still waking up a little too early. So the moment I add the lavender, now I'm getting my 8 hours and sometimes 9 hours, 10 hours. The dreams didn't change. The same focus was there. So you know all the herbs I mix it with, but let's talk about my experience of Damiana. First thing I did was researched it. It's not that I didn't know much about it before, but I wanted to get an idea, well, what are people even saying about this? The biggest thing is that it's an aphrodisiac, but then what's after that? It boosts your mental and physical stamina. It can be an antidepressant. It can promote relaxation. It's a stress reliever. It's a digestive aid. On the spiritual side, it increases clairvoyance and your psychic abilities. It's often used in love spells. It's often used in passion spells. And then another thing that it does, which I thought was very important on a physiological side, is that it relaxes your arteries, which means it helps increase your blood flow. I tried this herb and then I had to feel the herb. And this is where my personal experience with the herb comes in. Was it an aphrodisiac? Did it make me feel all mushy? It didn't. But what I noticed that it did do, I felt very relaxed. That was one thing, and I felt very focused. And I thought to myself, if you are with a lover and you are very relaxed and focused, meaning you're not worried about the day, you're not worried about all those other things that are getting in your way, and you feel very relaxed, I could see that love would unfold quite easily versus if you were stressed and preoccupied. Then you think about the physiological aspects of it opening up that blood flow, and you feel that sense of blood flowing everywhere in a very relaxed way. Your focus is clear. Everything is clear. And think about it. It says it's a mental, it boosts your mental and physical stamina. So Damiana might be a good thing to drink or even smoke if you're into smoking. I do not smoke, so I have no advice for you there if you are looking for some kind of mental focus and clarity, because I noticed that that's what it offered. I did this in conjunction to going to sleep, right? So that meant I was also doing dream work. In that dream work, I noticed that my dreams were different. If you watch my mugwort video, I talked about my experience with mugwort and that there were these really wild and mystical dreams. These dreams were different. There was a single issue that I was focusing on. The dreams would really like hone in on that one issue and totally explore it. Every experience in the dreams were very like clear and exact. It is known to relax you. Okay, but it's not the kind of relaxation that puts you into a sleep. It relaxes your nerves. You are put in a state of acceptance. Acceptance oftentimes is very close to what we consider to be love. And that acceptance and in love state a lot of wonderful things can happen. The focus can happen. That's where your psychic abilities can increase, as they say. That's where you might be more prone to being able to be the observer. So, if all these things are relaxed, that's when you can start to open up to other things. Well, the dream was magic.